Spotlight Torrance, where we're exploring your city. I'm Christy Wilcox, the host for today's show, and I'm at the 18th annual Halloween Ball sponsored by the Depot Restaurant and benefiting the Pediatric Therapy Network. Now, at tonight's event, I'm going to talk to Des Duran, who competed in Season 3 of The Voice, as well as a bunch of other people. So stick around for that, but let's learn a little bit about Pediatric Therapy Network right now.
The turnout at this year's Halloween blowout surprised even the event's host, Chef Michael Schaefer.
Community businessmen come out here year after year after year and not only give, but give more each year.
For 15 years, Schaefer has hosted the costume party and auction to raise money for Pediatric Therapy Network, a nonprofit group in Torrance that treats children with special needs.
This was Chef Schaefer's brainchild, and we're really lucky to be the beneficiary of it.
And 9 years ago, it was Schaefer's turn to ask for PTN's help.
My youngest son, who's 13, when he was about 4, was speech delayed, and I finally went to them and I said, could you help us?
And helping children with developmental challenges is exactly what PTN does.
Everybody that works at PTN has this incredible love and passion for the kids that we see so that they can reach their full capabilities.
Through their clinic in downtown Torrance, PTN offers a variety of therapies for children, like early intervention, early Head Start, occupational, physical, and speech therapy, and even social skills training. As a nonprofit organization, PTN therapists can work one-on-one with each child until they see results.
It's just every day you see small changes and big changes, and it just makes such a difference in the kids' and families' lives.
More than 700 people showed up to support PTN at this year's ball. Guests were treated to delicacies like Chef Schaefer's legendary pumpkin corn chowder, chicken mole, and roast sirloin. And Des Duran from NBC's The Voice performed live for the costumed guests. Everyone who came contributed to the cause, and many walked away winners of some amazing raffle prizes. By the end of the night, nearly $250,000 was raised for PTN. For Schaefer, all of the planning that goes into this event is well worth it.
It is so rewarding to be able to take that chunk of money and give it directly to over 1,200 kids that the Pediatric Therapy Network services every year.
And PTN has found a generous way to say thank you to the Schaefer family.
Not only is my 13-year-old a 7th grader now, but he's a straight A student.
For Spotlight Torrance, I'm Hayley Skene.
If you'd like to find out more about dining, donating, or participating in the annual ball to raise funds for the Pediatric Therapy Network, check out the Depot Restaurant at 1250 Cabrillo Avenue or catch them online at depotrestaurant.com. Okay, so we're discovering a little bit about Pediatric Therapy Network. So I have Terry Nishimura, who is the CEO of PTN. Tell me a little bit about this event, because there are so many. This live auction is probably one of the biggest I've ever seen.
Thank you. We have live auction, we have silent auctions, we had a wine wall, we have raffle prizes, but it's our community coming out and supporting Pediatric Therapy Network 100%. I think that at the start we had 750 guests signed up, and I heard that there were people coming to the door, so maybe we're close to 800 people here tonight, which would be an all-time record. 800 people?
And
I think everybody is dressed in a costume.
Well, that's the first thing that I noticed. There are so many costumes. I feel underdressed, but there are so many people here in a costume. It's amazing.
I love how creative everybody is with their costumes. We have the most creative people in the South Bay that come here in their costumes. And there's a costume contest that will happen in a little bit. And we have actually Tahiti, so we have a drawing for a trip to Tahiti, and that will be happening soon too.
Yeah, you're actually doing a live drawing. So we're going to see all of this. But first, Hayley is out there checking out some of those costumes. Hayley, what have you come up with?
Hi, Christy. I'm here in front of the tent checking out some of the awesome costumes. So, Christian Ivy, tell me a little bit about what you're dressed up as.
Oh, I come here as Miss Saigon, who died a long time ago. I come to say hello to everybody here. Happy Halloween!
So Christian, what about you? What's the outfit?
The outfit, we have a Hollywood effects guy come to the house and he helped us out. And I'm just a dead partier.
So now, these two outfits that came right out of your closet and the rest was just Hollywood magic?
Pretty much.
Whose idea was this?
Mine.
Oh yeah? What inspired you to want to look so gruesome?
My husband.
So now, you two, how are you associated with the PTN?
We've been donating and involved for several years with the PTN.
Miss Judith Diamond, very good lady. She worked very hard. She's a good friend of ours. We like her.
So are you two usually big Halloween fans, or is this just a once a year occasion for you?
We're big Halloween fans.
I am not. No.
She looks like this every day.
This is not makeup. What are you trying to say here?
Welcome back to Spotlight Torrance, and I told you I was getting together with Chef Schaefer, and you've been working hard since early this morning.
Well, we started at 6 o'clock this morning to do not only a labor, but a labor of love.
I can imagine so. So you've been doing this for 18 years. Tell me.
18 years, yes. We started 18 years ago with 47 people. Came to the first Halloween ball, and it was inside my restaurant, the Depot here. And now we reached 750 people this year. And hopefully, I'm really looking forward to it, but I think we're going to crack $250,000 for the Pediatric Therapy Network this year.
That's amazing. I mean, this is like the biggest event of the year.
I am so proud of the community and the Pediatric Therapy Network and all the people who supported this event, and it's just a thrill to be able to put on a party like this and raise so much money so quickly.
Now, I saw you on stage. You were like really getting into it.
Well, I'm a frustrated old rocker. I'm getting close to my 60th birthday now, and I've always wanted to be a rock and roll star, so this is my chance to pretend I am one.
I have to tell you, that auction out there is, I've never seen anything like it. I've been to a lot of auctions, and that is absolutely incredible.
No, I mean, the donations we get is incredible from both. I mean, we get from everyone from the Lakers to individual, businesses to other companies to trips to, I mean, it's how I grew up in New York, where the community always came out to support the community. And that's what the entire world needs right now is community supporting community. And the reason why I do this is because I want to support the community that has supported me here at the Depot for the past 22 years.
You need to get back in there and
the band just tried to call me back up on stage for another number. So peace, everybody. Thank you so much for living in Torrance, living in the South Bay, and supporting all the associations here in the South Bay. I love this city so much. It's been my home for 23 years. I'm raising my family in it. It's a great place to raise yours too. Peace and have a great evening.
Thank you, Chef Schaefer. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
So Hayley was out earlier in the week, and she was learning how to do some juggling, I guess. So let's take a look.
Chuck Greenberg arrived at the Henderson Library on a mission.
I wanted to juggle ever since I was a little boy. I don't know, it's something that I'd be accomplishing.
He says he's hoping this new talent will help him bond with his young grandson.
I'm going to show him my juggling skills and maybe get him interested in juggling.
Greenberg was one of 32 local residents who came to learn how to juggle. Professional juggler David Cousin got the group going with a short performance, and he made it look all too easy. After the demonstration, it was time for everyone else to give it a try. It didn't take long for most of the novice jugglers to go from scarves to beanbags. Cousin admitted teaching the large group was the toughest feat for him.
You're juggling 32 volunteers in the program, so it's a fun challenge.
Marla Coudet regularly attends the different workshops the library holds each month, but she says this one was unlike any other.
It was fabulous. You feel like a complete idiot, and then all of a sudden something clicks and it works and you go, oh, I did it!
Others had some experience juggling, but said practicing with others helps them get better.
It was fun to throw back ideas and think of new patterns together.
But learning to juggle may offer more than just a fun new hobby.
I think that anything that improves eye-hand coordination is helpful to stimulating the brain, and I need all the stimulation I can get.
Like Kuday, Greenberg is also grateful for the unexpected health benefits of his new skill.
Since I'll be 80 next year, I think my brain really can use some improvement.
The jugglers left the workshop feeling a little more sharp, and thanks to funding by the Friends of the Torrance Library, no one left a penny poorer. For Spotlight Torrance, I'm Hayley Skene.
If you'd like to participate in some of the fun events going on around the city during the holiday or at the library, log on to torranceca.gov for more information. Hayley, I've always wanted to get ahead in life. Okay, maybe on my juggling skills. Anyway, you're going to show me some more costumes, but before you show me those costumes, I want to know, have you truly honed in on your juggling skills?
Hi, Christy. Yeah, the workshop was great. I learned how to juggle scarves, but I met a few people here who could juggle more than that. Can we take a look? So now, these props that he's juggling, they're actually part of his costume. You guys tell me about your costumes. Good.
We are the characters from Breaking Bad. I am Heisenberg, Walter White. This is
Jesse Pinkman. I am Jane, Jesse's girlfriend.
And so now where do you fit into all of this?
I'm Saul, the sleazy lawyer. You don't need a criminal lawyer, you need a criminal lawyer.
Well, great, you guys. How much time and effort did it take putting these costumes together?
A lot. It was pieced together. We just wanted to make sure that it was real and good. From the tourniquet with the heroin. Ordering our blue rocks online.
Well, thanks, you guys. And, what brings you here tonight, like the PTN? Is that, something that you guys have worked with or just heard about?
I actually work for Harbor Regional Center and refer small children to their Leaps and Bounds program. So I've worked with them for like 10 years. And I am a member of Vistas for Children, and we give them a lot of money for their camp escapades. And without us, they couldn't have it. So we're happy to be here.
Well, thanks a lot, you guys, and good luck. I'm sure you're shoo-in for the contest tonight. Back to you, Christy.
Hayley, I thought you were meeting all the cool people, but this guy came around and it looks like you're winning some stuff.
I love winning things, and anyway, it's a great cause. We love helping PTN. Anything we can do to support the cause is a great thing.
So you're Count Dracula, is that right?
Sometimes.
Oh my!
Is your body holding you back?
Where do you think you're going? I want to go running. Not with that knee, you're not.
Your bones and joints can say no at any age.
Let's not pick her up. What do you say?
Yet a lot of people in pain fight back.
Use your head. Save your back. My bride, my rules.
And regain their lives.
You gotta be kidding me.
Fight for your mobility. Visit anationinmotion.org. A message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
I'll take it from here.
I remember the moment clearly.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
I realized at that moment, when we first saw the damage, these people really needed us. And I was going to make a difference, right here in my community. Together with local responders, we cleared trees and collapsed walls. We had to get to the family trapped beneath. As a citizen soldier, I made a difference.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
Welcome back to Spotlight Torrance, and I'm here with Des Duran, and he's singing at the Halloween Ball tonight. You're better known, or best known, for performing on The Voice.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about your experience with that.
It was an amazing time. I actually auditioned for season 2 and didn't get any chairs, and then came back season 3, and it went a lot better than I ever thought it could have. It was an amazing experience, and now I get to come do cool stuff like this, so I'm happy.
And you're actually not from LA, you're from Shreveport, Louisiana. What do you do in Shreveport?
Shreveport, Louisiana. I eat a lot of good food and hang out with a lot of nice people, so I like it.
All right, and you just came in, they just asked you to come in for this Halloween ball. What were your thoughts on that?
Well, I got the email, actually got a call from the Capolinos, who I played football at college with their son Jordan, and looked into kind of what PTN was, and just it was something I wanted to be a part of and contribute to, so something I believe in. So it's really cool. I got to go tour the whole clinic, and I'm really excited just to be a part.
Now, what will everybody be seeing you perform tonight? Do you have something special that you're singing, or?
I'm just going to do some of the songs that I did from the show. So I'm going to do Sarah Smile, which was my blind audition song, and Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars, which is my battle song, and then Can't Take My Eyes Off of You by Lauryn Hill. So.
Well, I'm looking forward to your performance tonight, and I'm sure everybody else is. But first, before we get on to that, there is a costume shop that Faith Lee checked out earlier, and if you're looking for the perfect costume, this might be the place.
Halloween's right around the corner, and are you still searching for your costume on the internet? Well, today we're bringing you to a local shop where they produce and design your one-of-a-kind costume right here in downtown Torrance. Let's check it out.
October is an exciting month for Halloween lovers out there, and it's the busiest for Fritz Sanders. He is the owner of Heritage Costumes, a store that has been around the Torrance community since 1971, and it's not your typical costume store.
Pretty much you go to the party stores and you get the same product at every single one, where here, we create different product for different customers.
When he said different, he meant every costume you'll find at the store is one of a kind, because everything was made inside the shop.
From the cutting of the cutting of pattern and the fabric, all the way to the seamstresses, to the whole finished product of the costume.
And it's all done here with just a few employees.
We have one pattern and fabric cutter. We have about 4 seamstresses, and we have, me and Bella packing orders essentially, and sometimes Kathy.
While the store may seem like a small mom-and-pop operation, they're able to manage more than 100 orders per day during peak season. But that doesn't mean they rush through any of the orders.
Everything is quality. When you're spending that much money on a costume, you want to be sure that what you're getting is what you're paying for, and that is true with our costumes.
From designing, pattern cutting, sewing, to packaging the costume, it is more like an achievement than a job to the employees.
It feels really good, especially when Fritz and I come up with ideas and we come up with the conception of it. It's really like taking a character and actually bringing it out.
And you might think Sanders would have his greatest costume of all for Halloween, but he has a different plan to celebrate the day.
Usually by that day I'm worn out. So I stay home and I give candy to the kids locally, and then I eat my kids' candy when they bring it back.
For Spotlight Torrance, I'm Faith Lee.
If you're interested in finding a unique costume for your spooktacular event, you can contact Heritage Costumes at 310-320-6392 or go to their website, heritagecostumes.com, and make sure you mention Torrance CitiCABLE to get your 10% discount. Thanks, Faith. That looks like an exciting place. Now, speaking of getting world famous, before the break, we were talking to Desderon, and so tell me a little bit about what you're doing here in the future. Are you doing some writing? What are we looking at?
Yeah, definitely. Just writing in the studio a lot, traveling, going here and there to sing, and just meet the people that watch the show, meet the people that voted, thanking them, and it's been a really fun time. Can't wait for new music to come out so I can kind of show everybody that. So it'll be fun when it gets here.
You lived in LA for about a year and a half, I think you said, but you chose to go back to Shreveport. Tell me about that.
Well, I was just writing for my record and traveling a whole lot, so I figured I can do that from home. My sister's about to have her second baby. It's my second niece, and my brother, he's getting married, so I was like, this is a good time to come home for a few months and just spend time with the family, because I got a big family. I got 3 brothers and 2 sisters, so I've been a family guy my whole life, so yeah.
So are you planning on staying away from this place for very long? Because LA is a tough place to leave sometimes, although I find it's easy to leave at other times.
Right. It was really easy for me to leave just because of my family, but coming back here and visiting, I just love it so much, so I definitely plan on coming back out here soon to live. I think so.
So you're gonna bring us a record here soon, I hope.
I am. I'm working on it. It's coming. Hold on. It's coming soon. So yeah.
Little hard work and dedication gets you a long way, right?
Exactly.
All right, well, up after the break, you're going to want to stick around because I'm going to talk to some special people that are here for a very good reason.
Before we were ever treated for breast cancer, we planned for life after breast cancer. We made the choice
that breast cancer would not take something away from us.
Unfortunately, not every woman knows her choices. The American Society of Plastic Surgeons is supporting the Breast Cancer Patient Education Act, a bill that will help make sure women who are facing breast cancer surgery are told about all their options. Help bring this important issue to light. Call your member of Congress and ask them to support the Breast Cancer Patient Education Act.
Whoa! So it's getting loud back there, and welcome back to Spotlight Torrance. We've already talked to Deb Duran, the star of The Voice, and we've talked to Chef Schaefer, but there's one very last important person that we haven't talked to, and that's one of the families that actually has a son, right, that participates in PTN. Now tell me a little bit about your son.
Well, my son Brandon has been coming to PTN since he was 6 months old, and he's now 16. So he's received all the different services that PTN offers. He's had physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, and he's participated in the Leaps and Bounds program, the early intervention program, as well as Camp Escapades, which is their summer camp. So he loves every aspect of being a part of PTN. He loves coming here every year. He loves this Halloween ball event as well.
Now, what does it mean to you as a family? Because obviously he's developed quite a bit since, in 15 and a half years, right? There's a lot of services going on here.
Oh, definitely. The services that PTN provides, not just the actual therapy or the clinic services, but the kind of support that they give to families is just invaluable. And there's not any other place that I can think of that would provide that to families. When you kind of come into this world of special needs, it's overwhelming, and so you need that support and the guidance, and they're just wonderful at that. And they not only start off and they become a part of your family, but they stay that way throughout the years. So it's been awesome.
Now, speaking of angels, because they sound like they were kind of your family angels, right? We have Faith Lee, who went out and checked out some angels herself. Let's take a look.
It all started when Kyle Orleman began knitting scarves and hats for the veterans at the VA's hospital.
I was working on some of my silly hats, and a veteran in a wheelchair came up, and he was obviously in pretty bad shape. He said, "I'm a disabled veteran, can I have one?"
And Orleman gladly gave him a hat, and a few days later, she saw him again at the same place wearing her hat. So she walked up to him and listened to his story.
When he came up to me that first day, he had just come from an appointment.
The veteran had been told that he would lose both of his legs.
He was rolling past me on his way out with the intention of going home and ending his life.
But Orleman's hat changed his life.
And by giving him that hat, made him rethink, find another answer. They got him some specialists who found another way to treat the condition that he had.
And that's only one of the many lives they've touched throughout the years. The Yarn Angels have been donating handmade items to different organizations across the South Bay.
And this is a shawl for a cancer patient at the Memorial Hospital, and I made it into triangles so that they can wrap it nicely around the neck and the shoulder to keep them warm.
From blankets, hats, to baby cardigans, the Angels donate more than 3,000 handcrafted items a year.
Feels great to me because it gives me a purpose. On a cold winter night, somebody who just had a t-shirt and their pants, that one of your blankets happened to make it over their shoulders, what better feeling could that be to help your fellow human beings?
And just like their name, these volunteers are angels in their own right, touching the lives of so many.
And this is something that is so simple to do and so easy to do. And in that particular case, it made the difference with whether that man chose to stay or whether he chose to go.
For Spotlight Torrance, I'm Faith Lee.
If you're interested in participating in Yarn Angels or donating to the group, you can call Maria Seska at 310-329-5736 or attend one of their meetings at the Christ the King Lutheran Church. They meet on the second and fourth Mondays of every month from 6 to 8 p.m.
Well, Christy, the costume party has been a lot of fun, but I had the chance to talk to a family whose lives were really touched by the PTN. Take a look. Rachel Handlin and her father traveled nearly 2,500 miles to be at this year's Pediatric Therapy Network Halloween Ball. She's here not only to celebrate at the annual fundraiser, but to share some exciting news.
We are talking about her going to college with typical kids.
Rachel, a high school junior, is thriving at a private school in Hawaii. Tonight, she's reconnecting with her friends at PTN who've helped her become the woman she is today.
These people, they were her therapists, but honestly, they are our friends.
Joan Surface worked with Rachel for a decade on fine motor and daily living skills.
The girl that I met was just learning to walk. She was using sign language to communicate, and she wasn't verbal yet.
Rachel was diagnosed with Down syndrome at birth, and her parents knew she would need help with the very basics, like learning to speak, walk, and socialize. And it wouldn't have been possible without the help of therapists at PTN.
It was a great place for her. I think it really helped her to do things and to help bring out what she was capable of.
Rachel found not only a way to socialize and work with her peers, she also discovered the artist within as she's decided to study photography when she gets to college.
She sees the world in her own unique way, and so when she takes pictures, it reflects that. I mean, her pictures are just like unlike anybody else's.
Although Rachel has grown up and moved forward from PTN, she's still working hard to help the program grow for future clients.
I sold raffle tickets too.
She sold more raffle tickets at this event than you ever saw anybody ever do.
But it's not all work for Rachel. Tonight, it's her turn to celebrate.
I'll tell us from my father. He loves me.
You bet I love you.
For Spotlight Torrance, I'm Hayley Skene.
If you know a special child that would benefit from these services at the Pediatric Therapy Network, you can contact them at area code 310-328-0276 or go online to pediatrictherapy.com. I love the heartwarming stories, Hayley. Thanks for checking that one out for us. Now, I'm here with one of the live auction winners. What's your name?
Christina Jesperson.
Okay, so Christina, you won some great gifts here, and I've been staring at everything. There's so many. How did you decide what you wanted?
Well, I watch Wheel of Fortune at night. You know, I'm like one of those junkies, and so I've been watching it for years, and now I have tickets to go see the show live, and it's great. Fun.
Have you ever wanted to be on the show?
Oh, no.
No?
Well, you know, you think you can do it at night, but, you know, if you get there, you're going to, like, flub up. So, no, I just like to watch it.
Now, how many times, is this the first year that you've come here, or you've come here? It is?
Yes.
And what made you decide to come tonight?
Well, I'm part of an organization called Las Candelices, and we support PTN, and so Margaret said, well, come tonight, so it was really fun, and I'm glad I did.
Well, Christina and everybody look like they're having a very fortunate time tonight. I wish I was taking away some of those big prizes, but that's it for Spotlight Torrance. I'm your host, Christy Wilcox, and it's time to bail.